changeup.
Ball one. Strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. First opportunity in this one. A swing, and this one is parked for a home run.
Batting third baseman number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. No balls and a strike to count. Carpenter, a native Texan. He was a 13th round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Marcell Ozuna, a Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out to center field. Howell's in pursuit. And that's the third out. But the Cards are on the board first. At the plate, Mark. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Hit hard down the line. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Pham is in pursuit. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's truly one of the great power hitters in the game. I love watching him, and he's got elite power. That's the kind of power that he can hit it over the light towers, and he can hit home runs that will show up on show track and everything else. So anytime he steps into the box, he's exciting to watch.
Jed Lowry now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. And there's a base hit on the line. And it keeps the inning alive for Chris Davis up next.
A little 2-out lightning right there, Dan, in the first inning. Let's see if the cleanup hitter's got anything in store.
Boy, what looked like such an easy and a promising easy inning for the pitcher. Now he has to deal with the Thunder, the cleanup hitter coming up.
Here's Chris Davis now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pham is going to have room out there as he puts this away to. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball 1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Molina is considered one of the best defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praised for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers have made it clear that his presence back there adds a level of comfort that not many others can replicate.
And Matty, I don't know if he's always going to be a favorite for the Gold Glove, but you walk around this clubhouse, you hear these pitchers rave about throwing to this guy. That's all I need to hear. All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
0-2 the count to Jose Martinez. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Powell's under it. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll get in there safely.
Well, I'm not sure they're going to award him a triple or call it a three-base error, but the result is the same. He's 90 feet away from scoring, and it looks like they are going to give him an error, and I think that's definitely.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. DeYoung, just 24 years of age. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
The next 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Off the roof facade and gone. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson, and the A's are on the board now. It's a 2-1 ball game.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Popped him up. Catch made out there by Wong, and that's your first out.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Colton Wong, one of the more dynamic middle infielders in our sport. Ability to turn a double play, bazooka arm from a second baseman.
And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Here's the German-born catcher, Bruce Maxwell. Pulled softly out toward right, and that'll get down for a base hit. Now a long throw to third, and they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Well, that's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, a nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike one, and they're runners at the corners now. The 0-1 on its way. Liner in there for a base hit. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores, evening things at 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Striding in for Oakland, Marcus Semien. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way out in front.
good job there to jump ahead with the fastball. If he's going to get back on track out there, the fastball is what he's going to start to need locating first and foremost. Then he can work his other pitches off of that.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Fowler is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Next up for the A's, Matt Joyce. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Into the box now, Colton Wong. And he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. First offering on its way. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Counts even at 2-2 to Wong. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him. So digging in now, Dexter Fowler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Dexter Fowler goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Now the 1-1 pitch. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does not. It gets by out there, and that'll let the inning continue.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep. 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Fastball called for strike 2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out. Stepping up now, Jed Lowry will match up with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning.
Jed Lowry
goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Ozuna is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Chris Davis. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ozuna is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. So striding in, Matt Olson. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
And that's in there, base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
0-1 the count, looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. And to score, the runner from second. Now the relay home. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And he'll be tagged out heading toward the plate. And now in the box, Marcell Ozuna. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. In the air now out to left. Joyce is there. He's got it one away. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now behind 0-2. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2, D-Roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player. Just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's Jed Jerko now, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. High in the air down the right field line. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run. So that brings in the power hitting middle infielder Paul DeJong. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Striding in, Bruce Maxwell, 1 for 1 after a single this first time up.
Bruce Maxwell.
The windup and the 0-1. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ozuna is under it. 1 away. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Here comes the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it, and the inning is over. Stepping in, Colton Wong comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
The 0-2 once more. Misses down below the knee.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Dexter Fowler. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. And it's gone as they add still another. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty B, this is kind of a mini home run derby deal. A ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Piscotty's there for it, and that's the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Matt Carpenter. He popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Piscotty ranging back, and that's a home run into the top tank.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up at the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
No balls and a strike to count. No hits to this point. Now the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Giving chase is Powell. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Last half of the 5th. Here's Matt Joyce now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Behind 0-2 now. High in the air out to center field. Pham has it in his tracks, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. At the plate, Jed Lowry. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Rips this one to first. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
Here's Chris Davis now. Liner in there for a base hit. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's set and the pitch.
Line drive, base hit to right.
Lowry rounds the corner and is headed.
Screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First pitch on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little different.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fowler is there, and he'll make the catch to ready for another shot now. Yadier Molina. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Jose Martinez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Olson comes up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Jed Jerko will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Popped him up. Olson in foul ground. And that ends the inning. Striding into the box, Bruce Maxwell. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Line to the right side. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Marcus Semien.
In now, Marcus Semien.
And it's grounded just foul down the line.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. Nothing doing. In now, Paul DeJong. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Popped him up. And there's the first out. Leadoff man retired for the second baseman, Colton Wong. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Here's Dexter Fowler now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Here's a high pop-up. Olsen has got it, and the side is retired. So they go. Now at the plate, Matt Joyce. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The batter, number 8.
Digging in, Jed Lowry. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the move is Fowler. He makes the running play. 2 down. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's. Score remains steady at 6-4. Settling in now, Tommy Pham. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty's on the move, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he will come all the way around to score. Unbelievable.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit,
as he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Powell's on his horse. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a ground ball to third. Chapman brings it in, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. pickoff play at second, and he's back easily. Carpenter at second. Ozuna on at first with nobody out. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit foul over to the right side. Strike 2 now. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Lowry back to first, and they'll get the slow-footed Molina. It's a double play. Into the box now, Jose Martinez. He was a ground-out victim last time up. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. Bud Norris is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now at the plate, Matt Olson. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Molina moving to his left. He's got it one away. Digging in now, Stephen Piscotty. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the move is Ozuna. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2 out, nobody on. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell to right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. So that will bring in the outfielder Boog Powell. No balls and 1 strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is. Here's Jed Jerko now. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Jumps off the page. I mean, he found that power for it. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeJong. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Semien ranging into the outfield, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. So coming to the plate, Colton Wong. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. It's a swinging bunt up the line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals as they still cling to a 7. Luke Gregerson comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Marcus Semien. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery. Way out in front. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Here's Matt Joyce now, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
And another foul ball. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he's going to get there, and he's in at third now as the tying run after the one-out triple. Here's Jed Lowry now. His lifetime numbers against Gregerson. He's a .333 hitter. He also has 1 home run from the stretch. Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right. And with 1 swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
A 1-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. The Athletics came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Sean Manaea is credited with the win. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Please.